everyone. It's Christine here. Welcome to our session on magical notes, healing BIPOC with music, sound, and Reiki. I want to, again, thank you so much for your patience as I figure out this tech issue. We're really happy to be here with you all today and excited to share in this beautiful session. Before we begin, we would like to acknowledge that we are in the traditional lands of the Sioux and Dakota Nations people in Minnesota, as well as the Caddo and Wichita River Nations people in North Texas. We would like to pay respect to their ancestors and elders today on the lands in which we inhabit and who were subjugated to colonial exploitation and forcibly removed from their lands. Thank you. Next slide, please. Hi again. It's me, Dr. Christine Valareso, or Christine. I'm an intuitive spiritual coach, consultant, energy healer, and I wear many other hats. My mission in this lifetime is to help people reconnect to their true souls. I'm so grateful to be here with you all, very joyful. I will pass this on to my co-presenter and colleague, Dr. Sujin Lee.
Hello, everyone. I am Sujin Lee. I am a musician from South Korea. I play this instrument called kayagum. Playing music daily is my way of meditate. While playing this instrument and playing some music, any negative thoughts, negative feelings can go away. And actually that's the way how Korean people enjoy the music of this instrument. They played this instrument not just to express their feelings, but as a way of self-meditation. I'm very glad to share this music with you today and help you to be healed through this music and Reiki today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sujin. Before we start, we have 3 quick poll questions. If you click, for any of you that see polls right next to chat, have you experienced a Reiki healing before? Oh, wow, this is fast. Okay, so about 2/3 of you have not experienced a Reiki before, and about 1/3 of you have. Okay, next poll, please. There's only 1 poll. Okay, we had. You guys, this is a welcoming session. I guess there are 2 other polls. Sujin, if you would like to ask your poll question, we can get everyone just to filter in the comments. We'll just alternate with that.
I think my question is, have you ever listened to or experienced this plucking string instrument from Asia?
Any of you ever experienced like non-traditional music session, like the kayagum?
I see some yes.
Yeah, we got. Okay, we got I would say a good chunk are saying no. And our final question was if you've ever experienced a Reiki healing session with music, live music that was attuned to the chakras. We're making this work, you all. Awesome. No, has not. Okay. You're in for a surprise, you all. Thank you so much for working with us as we navigate these issues. We will continue on. So Jen, thank you so much. Briefly, the session focuses on self-care, on nourishment, enhancing your mind, body, soul, or spirit. And I know we can just look back and realize all of the collective trauma we have experienced and also the individual trauma on top of this, both recent and repressed. And so this has impacted everyone, but disproportionately BIPOC folks and hit historically and excluded marginalized folks. Please let me know in the chat if you hear an echo, because I hear an echo for myself. But if you don't, I'm going to keep going. We combine, you hear an echo as well. I hear an echo as well too. Okay, not anymore. We combine music using traditional Korean kayakum with the Japanese Reiki modality to assist in releasing, balancing, and healing emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical bodies that we all reside in. Thank you all so much for the feedback. I appreciate it. So in this session, you will learn a little bit more how music and Reiki enhance wellness, especially when combined. You will experience a very unique healing session with live music that Dr. Sujin Lee has worked with and attuned for each energy center point. You'll learn more about new modalities and additional combinations of modalities to add to your toolkit. And most importantly, you will learn, if not even go deeper into the connection with yourself, and we'll just say with universe, however you refer. Next slide, please. As the slides are shuffling, I will go ahead and continue talking just for brevity's time because we were a little bit set back for tech issues. Just a very quick overview on Reiki. Roughly translated, Reiki, again, is a Japanese healing modality, and it translates into spiritually guided life force energy. It was rediscovered by Dr. Mikao Usui during the mid-1800s in Kyoto, Japan. He was a Japanese Buddhist monk and educator, and he was, I would say, inspired by the Tibetan sutras, which are ancient scriptures of cosmology and philosophy, and that is another session. So many good things to say about that in that area. I don't think you guys can see the slides, so I will keep going. Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Jennifer Hills. This is something to acknowledge because this modality originates in Japan and in many across Asian cultures. I do want to express gratitude for Dr. Mikao Usui and Mrs. Takata, who brought over this modality and connected it to the Western world. Reiki is channeled through me to you. It doesn't come from me. I don't have a magic vault of any sorts. Think of standing in front of a window and you are in front of the sun and sunlight is coming through you like beams of sun. That's essentially how Reiki works. It goes through your 7 main energy or chakras. And we have hundreds actually, but for simplicity, we have the 7 main points with our root chakra at the base of our spine, our sacral chakra around the pelvis, our solar plexus, which is in our belly area, our heart chakra, the heart area, the throat chakra, the third eye, and then we have the crown chakra. So when we have any types of imbalances or blockages in the flow of this life force energy, some may denote it as chi, a ki, prana. That's when we experience mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual manifestations. Think stress, anxiety, low mood disorders, depression, pain in the body, as well as spiritual disconnection or dissociation, among many other things. So in short, the goal of Reiki is to enhance and improve your overall sense of well-being. Again, you don't have to believe in it, but the more you are able to be open and to trust in it, combined with your personal power, it only magnifies this form of healing. Reiki is not invasive. It uses its hands, but distance. Obviously, I'm not touching anyone or hovering over anyone because energy transcends space, time, and boundaries. It's also a very powerful and complementary healing modality to add to your a healing, spiritual, and life journey toolkit as well. In terms of the empirical work, I'll say, just to keep it short for time's sake, is that there has been a very positive relationship between Reiki and healing and overall wellness. Although this has not been deeply studied in terms of other healing modalities, when it comes to looking at Reiki and music combined, they have found in these studies that are denoted here in the slides really profound and significant effects than when Reiki is used by itself and when music is also used by itself in terms of healing, because we already have a tremendously robust literature when it comes to music therapy and the impacts music has. But in one study, for example, they found that the effect of combining Reiki and music together had such a significant improvement in the rehabilitation on survivors of Sarajevo and Bosnia. Same thing with relief of pain, stress, especially depression among those living with HIV. So again, the combination, which is still being documented and empirically examined, especially within the last 20 years, we have seen notable effects. Okay, next slide, please. And I'm passing this on to Sujin.
Before we get started, I would like to introduce a little bit about this instrument. So the name is Kaya Kum. Kaya is the kingdom's name, which existed in Korea around 5th and 6th century. There was a Kaya kingdom, and one of the kings of the Kaya kingdom made this instrument. And Kum means instrument in Korean. So Kaya Kum means the instrument from Kaya kingdom. The Kaya kingdom faded away around 6th century, but the instrument from Kaya kingdom is still, we still have the instrument from Kaya kingdom and enjoy the music. The body is made out of paulownia tree, which you can easily find in East Asian area, and it's hollowed out, so the inside is empty, so the sound can be resonated. I have 12 strings, which means 12 months of a year, and the strings are made of silk and covered with pine resin, so all the materials are pretty from nature. Can you see the next slide, please? While you are listening to the Kayagum music, you need to focus on what's happening after each sound. So it's not like not very important moving one note from the other note. What's important is how we move from one note to the other note. So there's an important concept called 여, which means aftertone or lingering sound, because after I pluck in one note, the sound is still lingering around here. That's something I cannot control. But we would like to do something with the lingering sound, so that's called 농현, which is like vibrato in Western music, but this vibrato is much more important in this Kayagum music. We do various different types of 농현. So while you are listening to this music, you need to focus on what I'm doing with my left hand to give each note the uniqueness and its own life. Thank you. And one more thing, while I'm playing this instrument today, I'm gonna change the instrument to this different Kayagum, which is a little bit different type of instrument. And I might also change the tuning of the Kayagum, but please don't be bothered. just try to feel all the changes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sujin. Okay, so we are about to start. Very quick guidelines. Get comfortable. For those that haven't experienced this before, you can either sit up or you can lay down. Whichever position you are in, just make sure you're comfortable and relaxed. Closing your eyes does help as well because it allows your nervous system to rest. Center yourself with a deep breath. Be open again. Next slide for the tech people, although it's not as, okay, I see it. Thank you. Be open to anything that you receive, you sense, you see, you feel, especially when it comes to your emotions, and allow anything to release, to come out. Most importantly, trust. Again, trust what it is that you are receiving. At this time, I usually like to tell clients as well, set an intention for what you would like to feel or experience, and call in any ancestors, any ascended masters, any spiritual team members, as I call them, source, divine, God, whomever, to join you in this session as well. Finally, you may experience some tingling sensations, vibrations throughout your hands or body. Sometimes you'll see colors or experience warmth or cold. Sometimes you won't experience anything. It varies with everyone. So again, it doesn't mean it's not working. We're going to start at the bottom, the root chakra, and work our way up and spend a little bit more time on the bottom three chakras. Again, the root deals with personal safety and security. The sacral chakra deals with emotions, your sexual power, and the solar plexus deals with your own personal power and confidence. And then it connects the heart to the most spiritual chakra. Most of humanity tends to reside at the bottom, and that's where we store most of the trauma, especially in this lifetime. So that's the short agenda for this music and Reiki session. And so I'm going to go unmute so you don't hear my wiener dogs, and we will start. Thank you so much, Sujin. Everyone, we are wrapping this session up. Depending on if you laid down or were sitting up, take some time to unravel, unfold. Drink a lot of water as you go about your day. And most importantly, be sure to ground yourself. And by that, I mean trying to maintain presence, breath with the current moment, because it's easy during these kinds of sessions to either be in the past or future, or to be a little bit, we'll just say, like cloudy out there, floaty. And so, grounding yourself, working yourself, rubbing your feet, and perhaps taking in a little bit of extra protein today will help ensure that. Quick meditations also help too, and just breath. Be gentle with yourself for anything that comes up. Again, the effects may be immediate for some, and for many others, it unravels over time. We want to thank you both, Sujin. If you have any final words, if you have any questions for us, thank you for allowing us to share with you today. Sujin?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you everyone for joining us today. I'm here in Minnesota and it's snowing here. So it's a very unique experience for me, even though I cannot see your face and I cannot see how you're doing. I could feel that everyone was truly enjoyed this session. And thank you so much.